What if I told you Coca-Cola doesn't actually need to make every bottle of Coke it sells? In fact, one of the world's most recognizable drink companies operates very differently from what most people imagine. Because Coca-Cola isn't simply a company that sells soda. It's a global system built around a secret formula, powerful brands, bottlers, distribution, and something far more valuable than the drink itself. So here's the question. If Coca-Cola doesn't personally manufacture every bottle, where does the money actually come from? To understand that, we need to go back to what makes Coca-Cola different from an ordinary beverage company. Think about what happens when you see that familiar red label in a refrigerator. You already know the taste, you already know the brand, and you don't need anyone to explain what Coca-Cola is. That recognition is one of Coca-Cola's most valuable assets. Here's the surprising part. Coca-Cola's biggest asset isn't the liquid inside the bottle. It's the brand surrounding the liquid. The logo, the packaging, the advertising, the taste, the memories, and decades of global recognition. That means Coca-Cola can sell essentially the same basic concept across restaurants, supermarkets, convenience stores, vending machines, stadiums, and millions of other locations. The product is a drink, but the business is much bigger than the drink. And then there's the part everyone knows about, the secret formula. For decades, Coca-Cola has protected its formula as one of the world's most famous business secrets. But here's what makes that interesting from a business perspective. Coca-Cola doesn't need to ship a giant tank of finished Coke from Atlanta to every store on Earth. Instead, the company operates through a much larger bottling and distribution system. And that's where the business model starts getting really interesting. Coca-Cola produces and supplies the branded beverage concentrates and related products. Bottling partners then manufacture, package, distribute, and sell many of those finished beverages in their territories. Think of it like this. Coca-Cola creates the brand and the core product system. The bottling network helps turn that system into millions of bottles and cans. And those products then travel through supermarkets, restaurants, vending machines, convenience stores, and countless other channels. That's an enormous distribution machine. Now imagine trying to build all of that yourself. You'd need factories, warehouses, trucks, drivers, employees, distribution centers, and local relationships in thousands of markets. That would be an enormous operation. Coca-Cola's system allows different parts of the business to specialize. The brand owner can focus heavily on brands, marketing, innovation, and the overall system. Meanwhile, bottling partners handle much of the local production and distribution. But here's where Coca-Cola becomes truly powerful. Marketing doesn't just sell one bottle of Coke. It reinforces the value of the entire brand. A commercial today can influence what someone wants to drink tomorrow. A sponsorship can put Coca-Cola in front of millions of people. A distinctive bottle can make the product recognizable before you even read the label. And decades of repetition can turn a product into a habit. This creates something economists call brand power. When consumers specifically ask for Coke, instead of simply asking for a cola, the brand has become part of the product itself. And that matters because consumers don't always make purchasing decisions based purely on price. Sometimes they buy what they recognize, what they trust, or what they've been drinking for years. That's why Coca-Cola can spend enormous amounts of money protecting and promoting its brands. So let's follow the money. A consumer buys a Coke at a store or restaurant. The retailer earns money from the sale. The bottling and distribution system handles much of the physical product movement, and Coca-Cola's broader business captures value through its brands, concentrates, beverage portfolio, licensing arrangements, and relationships throughout the system. The important point is this: Coca-Cola doesn't have to personally perform every step. Now multiply that single bottle by millions of transactions. Then multiply those transactions across thousands of cities, then across dozens of countries. Suddenly, the real power becomes obvious. Coca-Cola isn't depending on one store, or one restaurant, or one country. It's operating an enormous global network where the same brand can be recognized almost anywhere. And that's the hidden business behind Coca-Cola. It's not simply about selling more soda. It's about creating a brand so powerful that an entire network of businesses can be built around it. The formula creates the product. The brand creates recognition. The bottling system creates distribution. And scale creates the opportunity. That's the machine. So the next time you pick up a Coke, ask yourself one question. Are you really paying for the drink? Or are you paying for more than a century of branding, distribution, recognition, and marketing built into that bottle? Because once you understand how Coca-Cola makes money, you start realizing something even bigger. The world's biggest companies aren't always selling what you think they're selling. And there's another company where that idea gets even crazier.